Back in the earliest part of the 19th century, I was born in a town on the edge of the outback, Port Augusta, with its sandfire flats, peppercorn trees, sparrows and dust. I remember my grandmother pointing out the first electric light at the front of the town hall, my grandfather taking me to the wharf to watch the draft horses hauling from a dead pull, down on their knees with collars pulled into their shoulders and chains snapped tight. I was in awe of the power needed to get those loaded wagons rolling, and if the shunter had a heart, he'd slip the pinch bar in under the rear wheel and give a helping bite. It was my first lesson on why we have a bog gear, to save the clutch. I worked as transport and earth-moving plant operator in the outback with loads of fuel in lift-on tanks and 44-gallon drums, a swag tucker box and a horse-neck water bag hanging on the bull bar. And it was off along the corrugated, potholed, bull-dusty roads to places like Andamuka or the Rock or Inaminka in old trucks that rattled and groaned. And if you had to mend your flat in the blistering heat, or if it rained, you had to sit for days, it paid to carry firewood and a bottle of rum. These days, many roads are sealed and the transports have become 600 horsepower triple trains, 62 tyres on the road. Inside the cab looking like an aircraft with air-conditioned power steering, fridge, sleeping berth, radios, radial tyres, air suspensions, satellite connections so head office keeps track of everything and it becomes an office job with a different type of stress. Logbooks, permits, licenses, slot-in times. You press a couple of buttons and enter and it reads that you're getting 800 metres per litre, and you think if you didn't have to slot in you could save more than your wages just in fuel costs. But the owner wouldn't know your number, let alone your name. Anyhow, the most physical thing you do is dog down your load. So you float there on your air chair and your air-suspended cab mounted on air-suspended chassis, and the final trim on the road was cut by an expert grader operator. And it's like silk, and you could handle this outfit through the eye of a needle without hitting a camel. So you must keep a system, or your mini-sleep could occur. But chewing gum and keeping your eyes moving wasn't keeping me fit, and felt twinges in the wrong places, which backfired fortunately on the operating table. But I made it through, and within 6 months I passed medical and had my MC licence reinstated, but had to back off. So it was wide loads, daytime work, day coach trips, and maybe now some chance of getting back into artwork, as I had won awards, prizes and sold works through highly recognised galleries and illustrated for real estate in advertising. Then it occurred to me, maybe, with my talents, I could connect with driver training and become an instructor. After much conforming to government standards, I locked into the system and found a great daytime job instructing MR, HR and MC, and able to use visual information of the physical and mechanical layout before attempting tasks. We don't know what we haven't learnt. Learning what can go wrong and how to correct it gives us the ability to avoid it in the first place.